Hello and welcome. I'm NJ Yosh, and we're back in Bellwright for episode 92. I just noticed that my beard sticks through my helmet. Interesting. All right. Sorry. Just a distraction as I was waiting for the game to load in. So last week it was yesterday, we faced a little bit of a setback. We lost Bradford to a reclamation party that just absolutely smashed through our army. So we're going to have to recover from that. A couple things I want to do to recover. One thing is we are working on building another river dock there that we're going to probably move to, I don't know, right in here somewhere-ish. As just another location we can travel to. I want to start adding some more river docks in. Probably might put one over in the swamp, but for now, just get one over there to help me retake Bradford. It's not the end of the world. It was disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. We just had to clear it out again, build the new bell tower, and talk to the Elder again. But we will get to that. Why are you dropping all this on the ground? Oh, maybe because it's not set up to go in here. Let's fix that. Piece of raw meat can go in here. Large piece of raw meat can go in here. Alright. That's fixed. So, we also are going to recruit more people. We are building... Where is it? Yeah, we're building a large house two has a capacity, I believe, of 7. We have still two other empty house spots here. So we can still recruit 2 more people right now, and then up to another 7. So I don't know if there are any towns. I was kind of not seeing a lot of really great troops to choose from. People with good combat skills. I'm thinking about this Ellen Baker, this engineer, because, well, one, I don't have an engineer, so I'm kind of curious about that. So we may go down and pick her up. This Gwen kind of confuses me. Like, she has the traits Weakling and Porter. Like, so her strength is buffed, but it might also be reduced. I don't know what's going on there. And then I don't think there was any other standouts here. This Larkin isn't bad. Yeah. Don't necessarily want a neurotic, although good archer. So maybe we will pick Odo up. We might grab Ellen and Odo. In fact, why don't we do that now? And that will finish off our... Oh, can't get into that sign. That will finish off our current spots. And once the house is built, we can start recruiting some more. Ooh, the river dock is finished. That's good. Now, the other thing that we need to remedy is our arrow production. We are continually running short of arrows, and I think a large part of that is because both the sturdy and the sharp need feathers, and we're not getting enough feathers. And unfortunately, Bradford was the town we could trade for feathers, so we lost that trade for the moment. Now, there is always the finding merchant route to trade for some more arrows, which is a stopgap kind of measure. And the third way we can pick up some sturdy arrows is to fight some of the bigger camps and just hope we don't use as many arrows as we find. I'm just clearing out these bandits because they're quick and easy. And it frees up that trading point. Travel point. Alright, so we got kind of a mix of arrows on us at the moment. Let's drop those sturdy arrows in there. Okay. Krasmir. First of all, okay, I've done my trading for the day with you. Let's find Ella, or Ellen. Well, you are all the way down there.
Welcome. Your presence instills hope and loyalty. If you've earned the trust of the Elder, then that's good enough for me. I'm ready to align with you.
Glad to see it. Okay. And let's also find Odo. You're gonna be on the back on the other side, aren't you? Now I could let them walk up. I'm considering though taking the river dock. That is going to be quite the long walk. Nope, not you.
Yes, sir. You've done well so far.
Alright.
I've got your back.
Odo, you were going to be an archer. You're good at crafting, farming, and harvesting. So, skirmisher, crafting, farming, harvesting.
Your wish is my command.
You are good at... Ooh, you're good at a lot. Crafting, cooking, harvesting. And you're going to be a frontline troop. So, frontline, crafting, cooking, and harvesting.
No more hiding, no more fear. We are free.
Now, they're going to walk right through... Yeah, they're going to walk through, like, dangerous camps. That's no good. So one thing I noticed, I think it was yesterday as I was finishing up recording, and I had seen it come up, maybe in an article or something, but they do have official modding support up for the game now, which is pretty cool. I don't usually mess with mods too much until I've played the game more, so probably won't touch that right now, but it's cool that it's up, and I'm looking forward to checking some more of that out in the future, in a future playthrough. Okay, so we need to... We're going to need to relocate that. But it just occurred to me, I don't think... No, I couldn't see it before, but maybe now that I've gotten close to it, it shows up on the map. So let's get that moved. It's unfortunate. That's where I was going to travel to. Ooh, our big house is finished, so that gives us spots for 7 more people. I also don't know where we are as far as equipment. And I also need to attach them to their appropriate armies, too. You know what? Let me do that now before I forget what their names are. So we have Ellen. Actually, that's not where I need to do that from. Troops. Ellen. And then under militia, that's not what I wanted to do. Odo. But I need to dismiss both of them. I don't want them coming to find me right now. Alright. So, as far as this river dock, probably right here. Right? Or do I want it down closer to this bridge? No. I think I'll put it right here. Let's keep that kind of simple. So I still have that Lord of the Lowlands quest, which was out of Bradford, so I'm not sure how that sits. But I would like to recover Bradford first before I mess with any of that. Now, the other thing I do want to do, as... No, they're just simple arrows. So I think one of the reasons we're running short on feathers so much is maybe this area doesn't have a lot of birds for the hunting shack.
I'm glad I have a place to sleep.
So I could move the hunting shack. I was thinking about just moving it over to like this end of town, so maybe it will hunt these areas too. Maybe there'll be more birds in those areas. Not really sure. Don't know if that's a good idea. So we'll wait. Or I can also research the hunting lodge, which might be worth doing. Oh, this is still waiting on iron ingots. What's the status of iron? Plenty of ore. Plenty of charcoal. And yet... Oh, no, they are burning. Okay. But they're making steel. Let's prioritize iron. Of course, I can also do iron here, but I don't think... I probably don't have peat, do I? No. So I could do some peat collection myself, which would help our iron. Yeah, I think that might be a logical way to go. Let's put this back onto steel, because steel is still very important for things we're doing. Let's make steel the top priority. Let's grab a shovel. And we'll mine some peat. Or dig up some peat. I think we may not even take a bow with us. To maximize our space. Trying to decide what weapon I want to equip my troops with, too. I'm starting to think that having them equipped with these spiked maces might be the way to go. Or possibly one of the other maces. Okay, let's go get some peat. Of course. Would really like to travel to that sign, please? Could whoever's standing near that sign please move away? There are 4 camps in this swamp now. Of course, no, that one also went down. Okay, here we go. Alright, so leaving my bow behind was choice of the sentry. Alright. I'm not going to gather them to collect their stuff because I really want to dig up this peat. I get plenty of earthworms from my mud collector. Excuse me. Okay. That will do. think what I'm going to do is go in here. Allow Pete in this. Drop what's going to fit in there. Alright, let's put away the shovel. Gonna grab a hammer. Let's go get our bow before we forget about that. And let's work on this dock. We will finish removing it, and we will rebuild it ourselves, just so our villagers don't go wandering across the map. I'm feeling like maybe taking out some bandit camps. It might be based on the need to feel like I am better at combat than I potentially am, or at least was in the reclamation party battle. I was greatly outnumbered, and that played a big part of it, but I also was missing a lot of shots. So, need to see if we can do something about that. I know we've got the 3-star camp right on the edge of the swamp that we've been kind of forgetting to clear. I think I'm going to stay away, at least right now, from 1-star camps, because they're going to cost arrows that they're not going to replace. 3-star camp at least have a possibility of coming away with a similar number of arrows, maybe even more. The only arrows I'm going to find in a 1-star camp are going to be simple arrows, which aren't going to be worth the cost of the sturdy arrows I used to clear them. The other reason to reduce the number of camps is to improve traders. So there's a lot of camps and a lot of bandit patrols. They're going to take out the traders. couple more rounds of this. And then I've got to build it all. I'm rethinking my plan of doing it all by myself, though. Maybe I will let some of my villagers wander up there and finish building it. Nope. Interact with the node. There we go. Okay. Just pull up these posts. So just briefly perusing through some of the Steam Workshop, some of the mods for this, seems like a large number of them are focused around fast traveling with the signs in a less restricted fashion, either removing the necessity for it to be along a road, or removing the limitation on traveling with your companions. The freeing up building it not along a roadside, that one is tempting. That one is very tempting. But we're going to finish this one vanilla. That's pretty. Where do I still have a node? Interesting. It's got to be buried somewhere in the hillside here. All right. Well, guess we're going to ignore that for now. I don't think I could have made a longer route to get to this. Okay. Alright, let's top up on food.
The village is looking better and better.
Oh, I already have a cloudberry. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go take out this camp. Should be able to just run there. And hopefully we come away with it with more than 30 sturdy arrows. Oops. Oh, come on. No, leave the merchant alone. Alright, let's go talk to the merchant.
Check my trades. You won't...
Yep, taking all of those. And we are going to immediately put them in our personal storage. We are going to hoard better arrows. So if I had had enough arrows, I probably would have still lost Bradford, but it would have taken a lot longer. And who knows, if I could have kited them around long enough south of the bridge
We need to make this place
before
look
they
better.
crossed and hit my army, maybe I could have saved them. We're going to ignore this one-star camp for the moment. Let's see, where is this camp? Just a little further south, okay. We can't do this purely melee. There's too many people there for that. What we can do is try to take out archers as a priority. Alright, that may not be effective. Out. Walked right into that. Okay, this is a risky proposition that's not really working out. So let's back off. Okay. I should re-aggro. Ooh, that got very risky there. I don't like that side slip. Hate when they do that. Nope. Gotta hit those shots. Look for some heals. Trying to hold those aims just a little too long to make sure I get the headshot, and then I get hit. And or miss the headshot entirely. Nine arrows left. Four troops. Dodged too soon. Padstow like that. Okay, so there's 30 sharp arrows. Or, sorry, 30 sturdy arrows. So that technically was a gain of 3. Let's see if there's any others here. Not looking great. Alright, well. Gaining 3, I guess, is still something. I don't know if a 2-star camp's gonna have sturdy arrows or simple arrows. Could be worth investigating. Okay, nothing important there. Part of me wants to just charge that camp with just a sword, not use arrows. I mean, I have to unload. Oh. Nope, just more bandits. Let's go take care of them. Somebody needs to do some cleanup.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
No, we'll drop off our 3 surplus arrows. And let's maybe see about one of those 2-star camps.
The village is looking better and better.
Got those 2 up here, there. We also have these 2 over here. But I think we're going to go up here. These camps have been up here for a very, very long time. Might have cleared them on my first time through this area, but they've been there for a while. Clicked it, I didn't turn on the waypoint. I'm not confident these guys are going to have sturdy arrows, which is why I'm kind of going heavy sword attack. Ouch. This is a little difficult with those archers shooting at me too. Ouch. Alright. Is there only 2 chests here, or is there 3? Might just be the 2. Okay. Nope, sturdy arrows. Okay. That's simple arrows. Okay, so there's going to be a mix. Lots of loot. Leave the strap. Oh, good. My villagers have completed the dock. I guess it's not actually really that far for them to walk. It's far to try to take an army when you're under pressure, but it doesn't take them that long to walk there. Food? No. Maybe? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm seeing my hunter gather feathers, so that's good. I did, actually, it was at the end of last episode, or shortly after last episode, I did pop in and adjust the hunting radius and the priority of my hunting camp to crows a little higher. That's really all I did. But that seems like maybe that's helping a bit, because I'm seeing more feathers come in. And more feathers means more arrows, so pretty happy about that. Ooh, I do suppose I should check the library. One, to try to see if there's another crafting book for me to read. Which I don't see. Just apprenticed crafting books. Unless I'm missing something.
All done in a good days of work.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything worth it. But I also probably should check on some of them. Alright. Everybody needs to raise strength. That can.
What do you think those dots in the sky are?
Oops. Okay. That's all I'm going to worry about right now. I know it's not that much, but I really just, I can't
Another day, another chore.
sit there and stare at that screen.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
Drop a few more sets of sturdy arrows in there, but we're still going to hoard most of it. Rudy. Poor Rudy. And let's maybe keep going. Actually, my sword is getting a little beat up. Let's go ahead and replace that and let them
Work, lads. We need to make this
fix
place look
the
better.
other one.
So far, we're doing great work. Don't you think?
So, what are we doing next? I think we're going to do another camp. Maybe we're going to come down here. We've got these two yellow camps. Or we've got these two yellow and two green camps over here. Which is an area I've never actually been to. But I think these camps are going to be our target. Now, yellow camp down here is going to be a little tougher, I think. because of the difficulty rating of the area. Maybe not. They're going down pretty well. That was a weird sidesteppy pattern. Body shot. Check their loot while the archers are running back. Used about a half a stack. There's only 2 archers here, so I may not end up with any extra arrows. Nope, there's a stack. All right. Alright, let's eat a piece of fish. I suppose we'll take the straps we can fit. Head back for the sign. Okay, almost have our arrows full. You know what? I'm gonna stick these bandages in there. Oops, somebody just made some more sharpened arrows. That's pretty cool.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Alright, I think we got time for one more bandit
The
camp.
village is looking better and better.
Let's do this 2-star down here. Now this time we're not going in with a full stack of arrows. But I think we'll be okay. Okay. Retreat a bit. Okay, just about out of arrows, but that's okay, because they're just about out of bandits. In fact, I only see 2. Something like looting while getting shot at. No arrows so far. Nope. Unless I left... Nope. Alright, so that one we lost arrows on. But not a full stack. And it did make the area safer. We're not going to try to take on this 3-star right now. Let's just go back and drop stuff off. Now, shipwright is built. I think we may go... Well, I need to get everyone equipped a little bit better, I think. Yeah, actually, let's check our research. I do think I might research the Hunter Lodge. Yeah, that is also, I think, going to do it for this episode. Lot of taking our frustration out on bandit camps, but also hoarding arrows. So, that will hopefully help us for the next time. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next time. Bye.